Hello and welcome to 10 with Ty. My next guest is Steve McKnight. He's one of the original property educators. He's a best-selling author of multiple books, was an accountant to a professional investor who's purchased over 500 properties. He's released a Strategic Opportunities Fund, but more on that later. But what I like about Steve also, he's on a mission. He's purchased over 1,500 acres with the goal, or has planted 300,000 trees with the goal of planting another 50 to 100,000. Steve, welcome to 10 with Ty.
Great to be here. Thank you. What a great introduction. Let's write that down and that can be my eulogy. Love it.
Steve, you've just released another book, Money Magnet, How to Attract and Keep a Fortune That Counts. Now, did you write this book just so you could be on this podcast?
Exactly. I don't know how that secret got out, but that is the reason why I wrote the book. Absolutely.
Thanks for doing that.
I wrote the book really to try and share with people a little bit about the insights and thoughts, feelings, financial IQ and financial EQ, as I call it, to make up your financial intelligence so you can attract and keep money and then use your money in a way that adds meaning to your life beyond materialism. And the other books I've written tend to be more real estate related. And so what they related to was how to multiply your money. But what I found is that people still don't know how to make it in the first instance or manage it. And so they're trying to multiply their way out of a financial problem. So they're trying to fix a making and managing problem by multiplying. And so they were never really getting the fact that there's 4 parts to it, and they were missing parts 1 and 2, and the making, managing, multiplying, and then adding meaning part potentially. And that's why I wrote the book, to say there's actually 4 things you need to do. Don't just concentrate on the third thing. Be aware of all 4.
So say the 4 again. There was making.
Yep. And they all start with M.
Okay.
Making, managing, multiplying, and meaning.
Okay.
And so the mantra that I say to people is, if you're thinking about your money, there's 4 things you need to ask yourself. How can I make more? How can I manage better? How can I multiply faster? And how can I, using these words deliberately, give meaning to my money? Make more, manage better, multiply faster, give meaning.
And how do you give meaning to your money?
Well, that's what the book's about. You need to find a compelling reason that motivates you to go beyond survival and venture into significance, which is the question of how can you use your money to touch, move, and inspire other people and leave a legacy. And there's a beautiful Greek proverb, wise men plant trees under whose shade others will sit. So what are you going to do for generations to come in order to bless them when you're no longer around to see the benefit of it?
And was that the motivation for planting all those trees?
Perhaps in hindsight, maybe I took that proverb a bit too literally, but no, it is a legacy project though. I'm taking moonscape, weed-infested, eroded, unfarmable land and turning it back into a native forest, which the maturity of this project will be well beyond my lifetime.
And the website's treechange.com, isn't it?
That's the one.
When people normally have a tree change, they just buy a house in the hinterland. They don't go and live there happily ever after. They don't buy 1,500 acres and plant 300,000 trees, Steve. You do know that.
Well, one of the things that I talk about is how do you leave a legacy in Money Magnet? And people don't know how to leave a legacy. And it's very hard to leave a legacy if you're stuck in survival. But if you can make, manage, and multiply your money successfully, you'll get to the point where you've got more than enough. Then the question becomes, how do I want to use my money to add meaning to life? Because I've got survival sorted. What do I need to do about significance? And the people that I know who get out of just a comfortable life and a good life into a meaningful, inspired life start working on that significance piece.
Fantastic.